What's up everybody? Welcome to Machine Head Repair Project. Today we're going to be discussing about oil filters and oil. Nothing pointing out towards a specific brand. I just had this on hand. These are the STP that you can get anywhere. But this is just something that I had, so I'm just putting it out as display. So going over like motor oil, a lot of people, if they don't know much about motor oils, and they're questioning what the 5W30 stands for. And you want to look up the specific on your vehicle. You want to look at online, or you want to look on your manual that comes with the vehicle, or you want to call the dealer and ask him, what type of oil is used in my vehicle. But you want to use those specific vehicles that the vehicle call for with the motor oil. Sometimes you can find them on top engine cap or in the engine area. Raise the hood up and then it might say there sometimes. Not all the time. Anyway, so going back to the motor oil, SAE 5W30, on the number on near the letters, like the 5W, that is for when the engine is cold. So when the car has been sitting there and you haven't started and it's not running, the oil will be cold at 5W. And then when it runs hot, it's going to be at 30 weight. 30 when the car is warmed up at its temperature, at what it's supposed to be at, motor-wise temperature, the thickness will be at 30. So when it's cold, the thickness will be at 5, so it'll be a lot thicker. And then when it gets hot, it'll be at 30. So from lower number to highest, it'll go thick to thinner. So with 5, it'll be thick. 30 it'll turn out thinner. So when it heats up and the engine gets hot, it'll get thinner in the motor. So that's what you're going to look for in when you're getting oil for your vehicle. So certain engine size, like 4-cylinder, V8, V6, they all use different weight of oil. So just look in your manual specifics for your vehicle. That way you don't put the wrong oil. And don't mistake it for transmission fluid too, because transmission fluid, the oil is a lot different from regular oil. You don't want to mix them, and if you do, you're going to have to flush it out pretty well. And then your other question is probably like, do I use regular oil or synthetic oil? So regular oil you can use in any vehicle, okay? So there's no problem with that. Is it better or is it worse? Really, oil is oil. So if you get regular oil, you're fine. Now synthetic, it has little chemicals in there to help your motor a little bit. Nothing too much where it's going to make your engine better, but people will say, well, with regular oil I have to change it every 3,000 miles. True, but not true. On older vehicles, yes, every 3,000 miles, and also how many miles is on your vehicle, like how worn is your engine, and how old. Old times, yeah, 3,000 miles. Every 3,000 miles was the key of changing your oil. And then they say with synthetic oil you can change it every 5,000 miles or more. It could last that long before changing it. That's a true statement, but it is not true as well. Again, it all points out to how many miles is on your vehicle, how worn your engine is. Your vehicle only has 30,000 miles. Yeah, use synthetic oil. You change it every 5,000 miles. But Now, if your vehicle has, I don't know, 180, 200,000 miles, and you know it's pretty worn there, and you use full synthetic, I wouldn't recommend changing it every 5,000 miles. You know, because the pistons and all that, the rods, you know, it's pretty worn, and that car has some miles. Using synthetic oil is not going to help that engine. It's not going to be cleaner. You know, changing the oil, yeah, it's going to be cleaner, but will run to you want to hold off to 5,000 miles to change the oil? I wouldn't. Not on a worn high mileage vehicle. So, you know, if you're trying to save money, stick with the regular oil. And if your car is less than 100,000 miles, yeah, use synthetic oil. Or key thing is stick with one type of oil when it comes to regular or synthetic. It's okay to change it back and forth once in a while, but if you keep on going back and forth every oil change, regular motor oil, and then you switch over synthetic the next time, and then you switch back to regular and then go back to synthetic, that shouldn't be done. You shouldn't be doing that. Just stick with one type, either regular or synthetic. You know, that way the engine will be consistent and used to what type of oil you're always using. So now the next question is oil filters. Well, a lot of older vehicles and nowadays vehicles still use oil filters that looks like this, like a cup. Okay, these are what we see in oil filters. So when you do these oil filters, the key to these oil filters is, again, look for the correct oil filter for your vehicle, because certain size and certain threads of the oil filter screws onto the vehicle. If not, it'll leak out from the seal. Oil filters are important because any type of debris or old oil that filters through the filter will be in the filter. If you change your oil and you don't change your oil filter, whatever that's catch from the old oil before you change the oil, is all that debris is going to go back into your new oil and then probably clog up your engine. So this is one of the type of oil filters that everybody recognize and used to. Alright, and then they come in different sizes and different threads depending on your vehicle. And again, with oil filters, you can look it up online or look in your vehicle manual, and it'll let you know what type of oil filter. And they usually go by codes like S6607, and of course each brand has a different code. They're not going to match. Like STP is not going to be the same code as like farm oil filters. And then there's another type of oil filter that either lies on the side or from the top, usually on the top, and they are not the canister like the one I just showed you. They're more like, they look like air filters, like these right here. And basically it'll be in a canister that you're going to unscrew off, and this is going to be in that little canister, and you're going to pop this off because it has a little clip there. Put it in the canister and then you screw it back in there. Usually these lay on top of the motor, so when you open the hood, usually it's visible on top of the motor unless there's an engine cover on top. And always with these right here that looks like air filters but they're oil filters, there's always going to be O-rings. There's going to be either one O-ring or two O-rings, okay? And these, like this one, this actually goes around the canister, so when it seals, it locks in place and doesn't spill out. And then usually if it does come with two, there will be a small one for a small O-ring that will be in the center of the canister for the filter. So that's the other type of oil filter there is for these types of vehicles. That was a simple demonstration and view on oil and oil filter. Now, if you have a question on what type or what's the best type of oil or brand out there, really It's out there for debate. Everybody has, you know, likes and dislikes. You know, you can either, what for you, I would like go out there and experience. You know, first, you know, 3,000 miles, you change the oil, use a certain brand, and drive it for 3,000 miles, and then next 3,000 miles change, use a different type of brand or whatnot. Just see how you feel, how the drive feels and stuff like that. It's almost like gasoline, you know, when it comes to regular unleaded to premium unleaded, Chevron, you know, whatever gasoline brand there is out there. You know, everybody says, you know, when I use this gas, it drives way better. Well, you know, it all depends on the vehicle and what, you know, everybody's preference on it. But anyway, hopefully this has been helpful. I know it's not a lot of information. It's just basic information. Don't quote me on this or don't judge me on this. Just wanted to make a simple video on this to explain about this for people that's on my channel. So if this has been helpful and you liked it, please click the like button on the bottom. If you have any questions or comment, please leave it on below. And then if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, man, please do. The more you subscribe or like my videos, you know, I can make more, and then I can help people out there. I know there's a lot of people out there that does videos like this, and they're probably more experienced as me. But you know, the more videos out there, the more, you know, we can help each other out. So till next time.